3,000 years ago, India had engineered water systems of such remarkable sophistication and scale that even many of today's modern cities are still unable to fully replicate their design. And the honest truth is that we never fully realized just how incredibly advanced our ancestors actually were. In the year 2020, scientists from IIT published a comprehensive research paper. This paper was subsequently published in the Journal of Hydrology and Earth System Sciences. In this extensive study, ancient texts, historical inscriptions, and archaeological evidence were meticulously analyzed. The research aimed to bring to light India's truly incredible and profound water wisdom, showcasing its historical depth and ingenuity. Today, we're going to embark on an incredible journey through time, visiting the ancient Harappan civilization, the profound Vedic period, and the vast Mauryan Empire. And a crucial question will inevitably arise: if those people were truly capable of accomplishing all of these things 3,000 years ago, then why are we, in our modern era, seemingly unable to achieve the same? First and foremost, let's understand why water was so incredibly vital. When human beings began to establish their settlements, it became the absolute most essential requirement. Villages and cities would only establish themselves where a reliable water source was present. Egypt received the Nile River, Mesopotamia received the Tigris and Euphrates, and India received the Indus, Saraswati, and later the Ganga basin. However, India did not merely survive by staying close to water. India has successfully engineered its water systems. Let's now turn our attention to the Harappan civilization dating from 3000 to 1500 BCE. Archaeologists assert that the Harappan people were, in the truest sense, obsessed with water. They held rivers in sacred regard, viewing water as divine, and meticulously designed their entire city infrastructure based on principles of water management and sanitation. The ancient city of Mohenjo-daro dates back to 2600 BCE. It is located in the Sindh province of what is now Pakistan. A city 5,000 years old where every single home had its own private well. For this reason, it is also known as the City of Wells. In the bathrooms, platforms were constructed. Wastewater flowed through covered street drains, and right in the middle stood the Great Bath. It was one of the world's earliest public water tanks. All of this is proven by archaeological excavations. The water had a thoroughly scientific flow system. After leaving the house, it would flow into terracotta pipes. It would then enter a small sump where dirt and debris would settle before moving onward into a covered brick drain. This sump was quite similar to today's primary wastewater treatment facilities. These terracotta pipes were essentially an early version of our modern sewer pipes, featuring U-shaped clay-sealed removable covers. This was all taking place in 2500 BCE. Next, we have Lothal from 2400 BCE, situated in the Pal region of what is now Gujarat state. Here, a large trapezoidal basin was discovered, considered one of the world's earliest dockyards. This means the Harappan civilization understood drainage, water storage, and maritime engineering too. Harappa was truly a water civilization. Now, let's turn our attention to Dholavira, Gujarat, dating back to approximately 2500 BCE. Dholavira is strategically located in the Kutch region of what is now modern-day Gujarat. Around the entire city, an impressive 16 massive reservoirs were discovered. Some of these remarkable structures measured 69 meters in length and were 7 meters deep. About 10% of the entire city's area was specifically dedicated to water storage. There was a comprehensive system including check dams, stone drains, forests, and step wells designed to conserve every single drop of water in those drought-prone regions. Now let's move on to the Vedic period, from 1500 to 500 before Common Era. We often perceive the Vedas primarily as spiritual scriptures, yet they are profoundly imbued with the foundational hydrological science concerning water. Within the Rig Veda, Yajurveda, and Atharva Veda, every single process like evaporation, condensation, rainfall, river flow, groundwater, soil moisture, and infiltration is comprehensively described. Here's the water cycle explained in simple terms. The sun heats up the water. This water then rises as vapor, forms into clouds, travels with the wind, and finally comes back down as rain. A single verse clearly proclaims that water is never truly destroyed, but merely transforms its state. This implies that the fundamental law of the water cycle was comprehended thousands of years in the past. Furthermore, they grasped the profound effects of mountains, winds, and the overall climate. The method of identifying groundwater locations using plants and termites has also been documented. All this existed thousands of years before the term hydrology even emerged. India's early water technology, my ancient engineers, developed numerous machines, the Asma Chakra, which lifted water. The Gata Yantra, a water wheel, which was quite similar to the Nauriya, and the culvert, man-made irrigation canals designed to carry water straight to the fields. Their engineering prowess and system thinking were absolutely at their peak.
Now, let's direct our attention to the Mauryan Empire.
From 322 to 185 BCE. Many historians often refer to this era as India's very first hydraulic state. Chandragupta Maurya himself commissioned the construction of the impressive Sudarshan Lake in the Girnar region. Later, Emperor Ashoka further expanded upon it, meticulously incorporating essential spillways and an intricate network of canals. This was not merely a simple pond, it was, in fact, a remarkably comprehensive and fully planned irrigation system. A study of the ancient reservoirs discovered around Sanchi clearly indicates that their capacity was perfectly matched to the catchment runoff. This was precisely like modern hydrological calculations. For example, consider the Ahar Payne system, which was developed around 200 BCE. There were channels designed to bring pine water and extensive fields and tanks for storing both food and water. Flood control and irrigation were managed by a single integrated system, and even today, this very system remains fully active. The Artha Shastra contains a clear description of Varshaman, which was India's ancient rain gauge. Using this system, regions were classified into dry, moderate, and heavy rainfall zones. Clouds, wind patterns, and planetary positions were carefully observed for accurate rainfall prediction. A structured water pricing system was in place. Damaging the dams was considered a serious crime. The Mauryan state had not only advanced water engineering, but also robust water governance. Now let's move on to the most important section, which is lessons from the past. If our ancestors understood the water cycle, built rain gauges, designed dams and canals, created sewage networks, and even established water governance, then why are we struggling today? With flooded cities, polluted rivers, dried wells, and falling groundwater. The problem isn't a scarcity of solutions. The real issue is our memory. We have forgotten who we truly are, who we once were. Ancient India teaches us a vital lesson. Water is a collective resource. Design principles should always align with the local climate. Sanitation is something that can never be ignored, and engineering and ethics must always go hand in hand. Our ancestors believed that water was not merely a resource, but a profound and living relationship. The crucial question now is, are we truly prepared to restore this vital connection once again?